Hello everyone and welcome back to my Timberborn series, where we're playing the Iron Thief on the Lakes map on hard. So last time we made a big mistake where this sluice over here was actually set to open instead of automatic, and that just led to, well, some of our beavers getting contaminated. So here, some of them are just, taking a plunge into our decontamination chamber. We have 5 of them, so I think overall we will be okay. Because 2 are contaminated, 3 are unwell, so they will be contaminated soon-ish. We do have 1 injured beaver, poor little guy. Let's see what's his problem. Looks like he has a broken foot, so I'm hoping he will recover soon. But that's not the biggest problem that we have. We still have 13 days in our bad water tide and only, well, about 1,000 water left actually, so that's not too bad. But we're definitely short on people for work. I'm actually gonna pause this guy here, he doesn't need to pump right now. We still have 2 pumpers over there. But people are dying, beavers are dying now of old age, which again, not great. I think with the amount of extract that we have, we should be able to recover our beavers. Let's see, 5 are contaminated now, so they will all just get in there. And 2 are injured. I'm not entirely sure why 2 are injured. I'm actually going to reduce the work hour now again to 16. Just to make sure our beavers have enough time to eat and drink. The nice thing though is our corn is growing, which means we can turn this on, but again, we don't really have any workers. So let's remove 1 farmer from here and make sure that guy is in there. So we're actually creating a bit more food for our population. Now we currently do not have any storage for that food, so the next thing we're going to do is put down a medium-sized warehouse over here, close to the place where they chill, and set that to corn rations, which is algae corn. Here we go. They're already done building this, which was really fast, and apparently we've already produced some of the corn rations, which is great. I think food-wise we're definitely okay. So now we still need to consider our water situation. So I can turn off both of these water pumps because there's no water left in there. I'm gonna turn one of them on over here. We still have only 2 pots active, and I think this might actually be part of our problem why we're lacking labor. So I'm gonna turn 1 more on just to make sure we will maintain the 30 population. And then we'll see how this goes. So why are they walking all the way around here to get there? I do not understand, because I thought they came from this way. Maybe they actually took a corn ration from here to eat and then move into the decontamination pods. Anyways, so 770 water, 11 more days to go. Maybe we should actually just pause one of the scientists' huts over here. And I think what would be good to do in the long run, we're not gonna start this right now, is actually put a number cruncher to automatically generate our science somewhere up here, I would say. Because well, we don't have anything else planned over here. Well, they're still like tearing down the ruins for the scrap metal. I think that would be a good spot. But in order to get that going, we do want to wait until the bad tide ends so our beavers can head over this direction without having to go through the water. Alternatively, actually, why don't we put in a secondary path? So I'm going to delete this for now, and we might turn it back at some point. So I'm gonna remove these stairs here right now, and then we're just gonna build just to not overly extend sort of the pathway that they will need to take. Just gonna extend it over here. While it did have the benefit of them getting wet fur, I don't think it's quite worth the risk at the moment. So I think this will be kind of the better plan. And then we are going to remove all of these berry bushes. I'm going to super high prioritize these, medium prioritize these. And then this way we're already building our way back up over here. So if I would have done that before, our beavers wouldn't have been contaminated. But then again, the plan was not to actually have contaminated water going down there. So now the contaminated water is actually starting to flow through here. And I am wondering if that will be an issue actually. So I'm going to delete this staircase, and once this guy is up there, actually just one staircase to delete should be fine. And then this guy prioritizes nothing. I think overall that's okay too. Our water pumper is still pumping, 720, 9 days to go. I think overall that's not too bad. I'm really looking forward for this bad tide to be over and our settlement hopefully coming to a more normal state of being, basically. So I think we do need to, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pause these two builder huts. So we now have one builder hut, but actually 7 haulers that will speed up our delivery for extract for our decontamination chambers, which will be quite good. Is it? Yeah, it's not actually using up the extract until a beaver is actually in there. So we are slowly recovering our workforce, which is great. Still have 3 contaminated beavers, but that's overall okay. This is an unconnected building, and I did mess up over here, not paying attention. So we are going to delete this piece of berry bush, and then just gonna fill up the path all the way to the end. This way, again, we're kind of connecting back into this area over here. I'm also going to delete that immediately and put a junction in there for our shafts. Not entirely sure why it was yellow, but overall this should be fine. Once they build this, they can build that, and then we are just gonna unlock not the bot factory, which will be good to do in the future. And I just noticed this is not gonna work either, so because the building is just too big. So we are going to put a number cruncher through here, 15,000 science. Let's actually, it doesn't have a entrance because there are no beavers working in there. So we're gonna do this just like that, and I think we should still work on connecting this up while they build the number cruncher. 25 metal blocks we do not have 100 gears, but we have 30 planks. So actually, instead of trying to build around this, I am going to reactivate our gear shop so we can keep producing gears, and then we should be able to build that number cruncher and connect this pathway back up. Once this is in, we can basically delete the signs, the inventor huts, which hurts me to say, a little bit at least, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, so that water is basically all gone now. Our food supply or food planting area is slowly dying as well because of all the contamination. But we're at 620 water with 6 more days to go. I think we should just about make this, maybe at least. So, sorry for that, I'm drinking coffee right now. Because what's an academic without coffee? So, no other choice. You know, you understand. So I think the next thing we should also consider is putting in some dynamite. So we kind of need to unlock that. Takes 400 science, it's 4 deep, so we would need to connect this through here if we want to put it basically over there. Where else could we put it? I, in a sense, don't want to disrupt that area here, so maybe I'll just put it, could even just put one right here. And then we're going to disrupt this for a brief second. I'm actually going to put a 4-way junction in just in case we want to head to the other side at some point. And super high prioritize this so this kind of just gets done. Because at the moment there's no power being supplied over here, and that is not good. All of our contamination... Oh, actually none of our beavers are contaminated anymore. Great, so that means we have survived the accidental contamination. 5 days to go, 570 water left. I think overall that is boding pretty well. So they are building this up, which is great. We can actually set this back to the scrap metal and this back to the metal bars, not that we are going to need it right now. And this I'm going to set actually to the lowest priority because we want to put the gears into the other building first before we finish this up. So let's see, what else do we have? This beaver unfortunately is injured now. We have just one injured beaver, the rest are actually okay. Water is going down over here, but overall not doing too bad. Still have 600 water left for 4.5 days. So overall, I think we will be fine. So they are putting everything in there that we have, which I guess is good. 28 gears we have left. So that brings us up to 60, meaning we need to still produce 40 more gears. A gear takes 1 hour. A work day is, let's say, 15 hours, so 5 a day, which means 8 days. So this will happen actually after the drought, the bad tide ended. So overall, you know, that is all right. Makes me wonder though if I should have built this first instead, so we can start producing dynamite. And you know what? We are actually going to do this. So taking everything back. Excellent. I'm going to high prioritize this. I'm going to also build actually a second one right next to it, just so we can produce dynamite a little bit faster, because I think if we can put in some dynamite in the water area over there, we will also be in a better shape when it comes to the next drought or the next bad tide. I'm also going to reduce the amount of workers in here to 1. We don't need 2 in there. Still water left in here. Now I am actually going to pause the water pumper. So I cannot forget to turn that guy back on. But this time I'm pretty sure our bad tide over here should clear out much faster, which will be great for us, because then we can get fresh water in here much quicker as well. We do have over 1,000 food, so again, not too worried about the food supplies. All of our corn died, so I can pause this guy. This guy is also just waiting. I guess some of our soybeans have died. Our cassava dude, beaver, is also kind of working. I think we need to expand the area where we plant cassavas, because right now he's again doing nothing. So we should very likely consider adding another area of for farming, and maybe we'll just expand over here. We could put our gatherer flag on this corner, and then use this part back here to actually plant the berries that we need. Moving it basically from here to over here. While it is a longer pathway to the storage house, I don't think it's too bad, to be honest, and we could use that entire area here up for additional farming, which I think would be good. So since he is not doing anything, let's do this anyways. We can always remove them later on. So let's put some... Oh, I forgot, we actually can plant coffee. We should definitely plant coffee. So we're going to put a few berries in here. I'm going to leave one space here for the gatherer flag. Maybe this will be enough. One more row. And then we're also going to already plant coffee over here. And later on, once we get dynamite, you will see that all of this will become green. I have, I think, a great plan, but you know, famous last words, so we'll see how that goes. They should be almost done with this, which also means we need a warehouse to actually store our dynamite. And a medium warehouse would probably do, but maybe let's build a big one. It needs 80 planks. We have 107. This still needs quite a few, so for now, let's put in a temporary smaller one that we can always expand if we need to. So let's figure out where the dynamite is. It's up here. And we're producing dynamite. Kind of. Now we're producing dynamite. Excellent. Which also means we should already start putting down or like unlocking the dynamite 600 science. And we do not have enough science. Excellent. I guess I unlocked too much at once. With the number cruncher up there, that was probably not the smartest move. But what I am going to do is high prioritize picking up this stuff. So, still have the tiniest amount of liquid left in here, not even water, but the bad tide is about to end. So like I mentioned before, we are already turning these back on. Just so as soon as the water goes through, we have our water pumpers in there and starting to fill up our water tanks. Alright, so fresh water is coming in here. This should be automatically opening. I'm not entirely sure if this will actually let anything through. Come on, be faster. And I am thinking maybe we'll actually block this off here. Even though there's water technically coming from here, with all of this blocked up, you kind of see that the majority seems to be going down this way. So for now, I am actually going to just open this all the way, and I'm also going to open this. And again, it's like the same thing happened last time, where I didn't put it back on auto, which is not great. There's a mix of water and bad water coming in, which is good. It will rehydrate our plants. And then again, our beavers will be able to pump water. We still have 200, so overall not too bad. I'm going to put these on auto now. And just watch basically if the wheel keeps turning. It is not quite turning. So now the water tips over here, basically removes all the bad water. And then the rest should kind of flow in this direction. So, beavers are busy now with pumping water again. These two at least are, so that's good. It means we will have some water supply. None of our beavers are currently contaminated, so we should probably just pause this. Yeah, just to make sure we're not using it up. I think it will be good to... Oh, one beaver is unwell, so one actually got contaminated through something. It's probably this guy who was picking up the stuff while there's still bad water coming in here. So it is on auto. Downstream depth. This is not correct. Close it when the downstream depth is close above contamination of 0.5. We've never set this up. Now we're gonna automate this. It is automated, so now water is flowing through here again. And I am going to lower this because we do want to speed up that area here. Just so the bad water gets washed out for one. And so that water actually hits our water pumpers in the back. So, okay, we do have a good amount of water now flowing through there. There's nothing flowing in this direction. There seems to be no flow whatsoever. Let's actually have a look. No, there's actually a bit of water flow in this direction. So what we're going to do instead, I don't want to waste that water flow. We're actually going to, oh, I didn't even see those stairs over here. But that's great. So we're going to connect up these stairs and we're actually just going to dam up, not dam up, levee up, I guess, in this area here. just so all the water will basically flow into this direction, and maybe we'll put another like level over here. But I think overall that will be good. Having said that, should probably put that level, like just leveling this out right away. So I am going to just build this up, just to make sure that when it flows over, it will not completely destroy our beaver colony. We're also going to remove this off and just basically build in like a levee dam in this direction. And I don't actually need to put the two height levees in here. Remove this path. I can put one more levee on top, and then this area should be safe, and all the excess bad water, once the bad water hits, should actually go into this direction. So having done all of this, we are now putting our path a little bit closer to this area, because I think I want to also high prioritize this, just to wrap this up and improve our water flow. Maybe even our water level ultimately that we can store down here. So let's see, what's our explosive? Should have high prioritized this, because we do need to store our explosives. We do still need 600 science. We're on our way there, which I guess is not too bad. We have a ton of injured beavers. Don't quite know why. We only have 2 beds, but I think it will be fine. However, we're actually going to activate these. We're going to maybe even pause. We're going to pause the oil press because this guy is doing okay. And while we're kind of strung for science, we do need 34 more science. We're going to pause one of these just to get at least, now we have 2 haulers, which will be great, just to put the support in that our colony needs. So, alright, let's see. There's a drought coming, which means all that energy supply will actually be running out. Now all of this is in. We do have some explosives already in. Kind of still waiting for the rest of the explosives, but not too much to worry about. Once that drought hits, I think we're also going to end this episode. We have made it through. We're currently very quickly accumulating water, which will be good because I'm pretty sure this will be a very long drought. And ultimately in the long run, like I said, we need to work a bit more on getting this water storage a bit more stable so we don't run out almost immediately every single time we're being hit with a drought or a bad water tide or a bad tide. So I do want to connect that path just to make sure they can actually walk all the way over here. I don't think this will be built in time, to be honest. What can we do to improve that? I want to say at the moment not really anything. Our farmers have been doing a decent amount of work. We're a bit lower in terms of food. I'm going to put this one back on, and this one will go back on as soon as the corn basically grows up, but that will still be a while. Now we're almost at 600 science, which is great, which means we can unlock this, and we're immediately gonna do this. Not sure if that will make a difference before the bad drought hits, but we are gonna give it a try. I'm gonna very high prioritize this part, this one as well. Too far from the district center, which I guess kind of makes sense. The new cool thing is you can actually now put dynamite on top of paths. So you can map everything out and just put dynamite everywhere. And the beavers will still put it in. So this is still on like medium priority. I do think this is a bit more important in terms of why can't they... shoot, I deleted the stairs from up there. So instead we're actually going to build stairs here. Going to very high prioritize this. I don't know if they're going to make it to actually build this up. Nonetheless, we are producing dynamite, at least a little bit. Once the drought hits, that energy supply up there will basically disappear. We do have, I think, an okay amount of bad water. I am going to pause the centrifuge because right now we don't need the extract for anything. And this is not being built in time. Okay, so we're hitting the next drought in 0.2 days with a good amount of water, actually 1,200. So overall, that's pretty solid. What are they doing over here? Oh, they're also building this. Did I hypertest this? I did not. So I'm a bit surprised they're building this over that over here. Right, the drought hit. Let's do a little bit of assessment. So no water flow in here anymore. We do have a good amount stored here. We do have a good amount in our storage. And ultimately, actually, I think we'll be okay. It's only 11 days, so that's not too bad. I am going to pause all of the water pumpers except for 2. So we still get a constant supply. And I'm also going to unpause the breeding pod. I think we're trying to raise our population again, just to make sure we don't need to deal with these open vacancies anymore. And can sort of maximize the production that we have. So with all of this paused, we do have now 4 haulers, which is not too bad. Like I said, good amount of water. This one is slowly gonna disappear in this direction. I wonder if I open this, if it actually will flow in there. No, I don't think it will. And now it disappeared anyways. So overall, that's okay. Alright, with that, only 10 days to go. Still 1,400 water, so we'll definitely be okay for this drought. And we are working on getting the rest up and running. Let me actually, before I say goodbye, just connect this up with a path, just to make sure our beavers can walk over there. And they've already put in some of the dynamite, which is great. But like I said, overall in good shape. And with that, I'm gonna say thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.